Brother Ali Muhammad, this is exactly what he said on this video. He said that the largest, I'm going to state this. I'm not going to accent the key words in this. Most people peep what he's saying. Or, well, a few people, I should say, peep what he's saying. But I'm going to state this. I'm not going to accent the key words, but I'm just going to state this and then let you think about it while I mention the things that Ishmael Allah was saying. This is exactly what the brother Ali Muhammad said. He said the largest slave trading company in the United States, in the history of the United States, was Austin Lorenz, Charleston, South Carolina. And they did what? They traded, what, 35,000. Okay. 35,000 slaves is what they were trading. Okay. Now, based on that, Ishmael Allah called himself debunking that. Straight from the top, he went off, way off the brother's point. He started talking about, well, the guy that founded the company, he was born, he lived from 1724 to 1792, correct me if I'm wrong. So, 68 years, you know. So, it's 18th century. He talking about, so the brother, Ishmael Allah, he started talking about, well, the Dutch East Indian Company, which if you know, all black people know what that is. Just like, King, the good ship Jesus, and all, you know, it's certain things that you know in terms of the slave trade. But the brother, he went into what John Hawkins was doing. Well, John Hawkins, that's back in the 16th century. He talking about he traded more than Austin Lorenz. The Dutch East Indian Company, they traded more than Austin Lorenz. You know, he going through all of this. Not realize that ain't got shit to do with the point. See what I'm saying? They talking about all this. A nigga ain't thought. All Ali Muhammad said was that the largest slave trading company in the history of the United States was Austin Lorenz. Guess what? Now, Ishmael Allah, he went into the information. He went and did the research, found Austin Lorenz's heyday was in 1804 to 1808. Guess what, y'all? Something existed in those years from 1804 to 1808. And this is what Ishmael Allah, I guess, never came to his mind. And a lot of times, maybe we get the emotion gets us to get mad at a statement, and we hear certain words and we go off those words rather than see the point. And that's what I think he did. That's the only explanation I can see, because there's something that existed. And this has to do with Ali Muhammad's statement. There was something that existed in the years 1804 to 1808. I'll give you a hint what it was. It still exists today. But during the time of John Hawkins and the Dutch East Indian Company, it didn't. That same thing did not exist. Guess what it was? The motherfucking United States. Ali Muhammad said that the largest slave trading company in the history of the United States was Austin Lorenz. He never said it was the greatest slave trading of all times. That it was greater than the Dutch East Indian. No, he said the United States. The United States wasn't founded until 1787. Debunk that. And the brother, may or may not have dealt with the fact that, or dealt with whether or not he was right in terms of that company. I don't remember him giving the number. He might have. I might be wrong. Of how many slaves Austin Lorenz dealt with. And if I remember him mentioning repeatedly how many Ali Muhammad said they dealt with, which was 35,000. But I don't remember him saying, because I only watched each video one time. might have said, he might have gave some numbers as they dealt with something other than that. You know, so a number much greater than that. But I didn't remember that in terms of Arsene Lorenz. So if he didn't, then his point stands. He said Arsene Lorenz dealt 35,000 slaves at the most, and that they were the largest in the history of the United States. John Hawkins, that's before the United States. See, you're not hearing, like I said, that's an art to listening. He didn't say that was the greatest of all time. He said the history of the United States. All right? Plain and simple. That's what he said. Now, moving on. Back to, but again, that's everybody ain't conscious once again. And you had all niggas, and I don't remember seeing one comment where somebody pointed out what the hell I said. But as to like I said earlier, like I said that I was gonna touch on, that I was gonna mention when I talk about Ishmael Allah. He said that when you deny the Holocaust, see, Ishmael Muhammad, I didn't hear him one time deny it. When on that video, Sinetta asked him, he said, "What do you think about the Moors who be saying that the slave trade never happened?" He said, "That's a myth. That's a myth." You see what I'm saying? So he telling you it did happen. It just was exaggerated, and they trying to use that teaching to cut you off from your aboriginal history here. You see what I'm saying? That you was already here. Try to say that you all came from Africa. That's all he's saying. There was no need for you to even go against what the brother was saying. You know what I mean? He never said it didn't take place. That was some book. But as it goes, Negroes will argue with each other. They'll go attack each other and for shit that ain't even there. You see what I'm saying? So, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, some niggas think they God. Okay, maybe that's what they think. But niggas, they went into the continent because Ishmael Muhammad said that you disrespecting your ancestors when you deny or minimize the African Holocaust. Okay. If these motherfuckers, look, if Dr. Ben say that the European came in there and didn't know Africans help him to enslave Africans, that's what y'all teach. Like I said, the Hebrew Israelites teach that those were Africans helping the European enslave the Israelites. See what I'm saying? But y'all say it's all Africans, everybody black, they're the same. Okay. So, if you think that the white man is so bad that he could do that to your ancestors, and they didn't stop him to the tune of 100 million, and Dr. Clark said 100 million is a minimum. So what you say? 125, 130? And ain't nobody even came back here to get your ass. You disrespecting your ancestors. My ancestors ain't no punks. I'm sorry. All right? Now these devils you see out here bombing these folks in Iraq and then getting their ass towed up when they step out them tanks, when they step on the ground and got to see a motherfucker, those are punks, okay? Those are punks. They're scared to go into North Korea. Those are punks. All right? My ancestors is a strong black woman, Dahia Al-Kahena, who told, again, like I said about her before, who told the niggas, Lions of Judah and Africa, we will not submit to no motherfucking Arabs. That's my ancestors, okay? That's a sister. That's a woman. That's a queen. That's a strong black woman. Not these bitches that you up here taking up for all you dumb niggas. Taking up for these skank ass bitches. All right, that's my history. My history, my people is Nat Turner. All right, my people is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. These are my ancestors. See, my ancestors is bad. They strong. You can't take millions of mine and make them do whatever the fuck you want. Now he mentioned another guy that was an Arab, a half breed Moor that enslaved 40,000 niggas. Look, again,